Now, the United States is officially withdrawn from the Just Energy Transition Partnership, or JETP, a multi-billion-dollar initiative designed to help emerging economies to transition from coal and other non-renewable energy sources to cleaner energy alternatives. Launched in 2021, the program was a key effort to provide funding through both public and private investments to countries like South Africa, Indonesia and Vietnam. The pledges for Indonesia and Vietnam alone exceeded the $3 billion mark. However, the US exit leaves a void, particularly in the areas of transition studies and grant funding for these nations. The US withdrawal has immediate consequences for countries like South Africa and Indonesia. South Africa has promised about $56 million in terms of grants and an additional $1 billion in potential commercial investments as part of its JETP agreement. Now, these commitments are now pretty uncertain. Similarly, Indonesia, which is a key partner, will experience disruptions in its energy transition funding. Despite this, other international partners, including the United Kingdom, the EU and France, have reaffirmed their commitment to the initiative. While South Africa's commitment to a just energy transition remains pretty steadfast, the country is also facing growing challenges in meeting its green energy goals. Coal currently generates about 80% of its electricity, and frequent power outages have complicated the shift towards renewables. Now, despite the setback, South African officials have emphasized that their transition is not dependent on external funding. The initiative might not be collapsing, but the US exit marks a significant disruption in global efforts to support sustainable energy transitions in developing nations. And our correspondent Calden Ongwu has sent us this report from Johannesburg. Listen in.
In another move by President Donald Trump to take the US out of global climate pacts, South Africa said it has received notice that the US had withdrawn from the membership of the International Partners Group for Just Energy Transition, where rich nations have pledged billions of dollars to help a small group of developing countries, which is South Africa, Indonesia and Vietnam, switch from coal to green energy in a possible blueprint for future deals to cut carbon emissions. The US withdrawal means South Africa would lose more than $1 billion in future pledges from the US to gradually decommission its polluting coal-fired power stations in favor of renewable energy. Department of International Relations and Corporations in a statement said, with the US withdrawal, associated financial pledges are also withdrawn. Grant projects that were previously funded and in planning or implementation phases have been cancelled. It said South Africa and other international partners will evaluate the implications of US withdrawal from the Just Energy Transition Partnership. This is Calden Ongwu from Johannesburg, South Africa for WION World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.